I was thinking of something that would probably help a lot, which is he needs bigger muscles, just like that.
Yeah, just to help him move.
Yeah, it helps. So Daniel,
Yes.
what are we playing?
Yeah. We're gonna play Spore.
We're gonna play Spore.
We're gonna make something
Because
very
we're
terrible.
adults and we can do what we want. Hello,
Yeah.
I am Caleb.
I'm Daniel.
We're playing a game.
We are, and we're gonna treat you all to a suitably terrible monster
Yes.
today.
So what we're gonna try to do is make sure that this creature looks, it's really well suited for the environment in which it's going to be living.
Okay, so what sort of environment should we put this being of beauty?
Well, basically all Spore plants are exactly the same, they're just different colors. So we just need to make it so that it can stand up. And that's pretty much it.
Okay.
So it'll need to be able to eat.
Okay.
We can decide what diet it will have once we get into the creator. It will need to be able to defend itself. And that's pretty much what any creature needs.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to the creature creator now. And we begin. So, first thing is we have to choose a body plan.
I'm just gonna take the back seat for this one.
For this part?
You take the
Okay,
body
alright.
plan.
Alright, so the body plan will be much affected by the diet which we choose.
Mm-hmm.
A carnivore would need to be more thin and muscular. A herbivore might need a bigger gut so that it can digest stuff better, stuff like that.
But if you think about it, if you had a carnivore with like a really big gut, he could fit more creatures inside.
That's
that he
true. That's very true.
So I think what we're hearing is big guts, just best all around option.
Big guts are always the best. That's what we know scientifically is a thing. You know, that's how that works. Also,
And a big head.
a big head. There you go. So it just needs more space for more gut,
Oh man.
and it's coming together pretty well already. So I have the Creepy and Cute parts package downloaded. It was a real pain to get to work because Spore is such an old game. But since it's the best game ever created, you know, it was worth it. So we're looking for a carnivore mouth. These are omnivore mouths, so it could eat meat, but they're just not.
I have a suggestion.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're going for. Just a really big mouth.
There you go.
It needs a big mouth so that it can fit whole animals inside its mouth.
We'll see if we have it this way. It can eat itself if
to.
times get tough.
Right.
He's just looking down at everyone, asking them like, "Hey,
Can I eat you?
can I eat you?"
Can I eat you? That's a good method.
Okay.
That's a good method for finding.
And look how smiley he is. He's so
Right.
happy.
And that will attract creatures
Mm-hmm.
so that they are tricked.
So this is a very charismatic monster.
Right.
Okay.
If you think about it, the best carnivores have like the mouth full of teeth. Most people think that's just for biting, but it's also good for smiling.
So should we lean into being a really friendly guy?
Yes.
Or is he kind of cynical?
Well, how about not friendly but charismatic? So he's got that smooth attitude.
I think he.
Those okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Those are beautiful. I would stare into those all day.
Deep eyes. See, he hypnotizes his prey.
There you go. He smiles and
then,
says,
and then he looks up. He's
"Hi."
So far, we have a very charismatic guy. I mean, if you saw him at a party, wouldn't he be the first person you'd want to talk
Yeah.
to?
He seems like a good friend until he bites your head off. So also carnivores will need a way to find prey.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to give him a nose. Not like that though. More like this and more like
Oh, wow.
that.
So
There you
we're
go.
leaning into the full charismatic goblin
Yeah.
aesthetic.
He's like Shrek, basically. Purple Shrek. I mean, we might change his color later, but we'll see. He sounds happy.
He's just grunting happily.
You know what? Actually, what we should do is give him a koala nose. And we'll use these as nostrils. They're not really nostrils, but they'll also give him the charm he needs to be a charismatic guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
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 So we'll make those a bit smaller, and thankfully these...
He just has one.
These don't, these bleed into other parts, so we can just kind of put them inside this one. Like that-ish. There. That's cute.
No.
I would be friends with this guy.
And then he would bite your head off.
Yeah. I feel like he's so charismatic, I would almost want to be his dinner.
He's such a smooth talker.
Yeah.
That he can get you to
right.
want to be.
That's a really good adaptation. You don't see that on Earth. I don't know why. How about you go ahead and figure out how he locomotes?
Okay. So here's my idea. He has just these ripped arms for legs.
That's a good idea.
Just give him some human feet.
Those are attractive. Everyone knows human feet are the most good-looking feet in the animal kingdom.
There we go.
Perfect.
He's coming to town, and then...
What does the slider do? Does it change anything?
Ooh, I don't know if I want to know that. Or really, really petite...
Petite feet. Petite feet, that's what you need. Yep, there you go.
He's just...
His ankles are...
very slender.
Slender ankles.
He's got small feet.
Nice.
And then, also, I was thinking...
Does he need legs for arms?
Yes.
That's a good idea. Because it's like a flip-flop, so it gives him an advantage that no other animal has. Yeah.
Maybe just, like, some weird monkey hands. Oh, man, don't do that.
Ooh.
That hurt me. Forget about it. Or he's just shocked that you won't let him eat you.
I can eat this much. Oh, jeez.
He's real hungry.
I think we need to do a bit of Control Z here.
We don't leave it.
I don't know, man.
He's playing peekaboo.
Okay.
To lure in the other creatures.
Right. He's like a weeping angel, almost. Except not quite as scary.
The weeping koala shark.
That's an interesting point that you mentioned, the shark part, because the face looks like a shark head. So we should give him this thing.
Just for pure aesthetic value. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, right there.
What is...
Nah, let's go back. What was your question?
What does he use this fin for?
Sprinting. It cuts through the air.
Oh, okay.
To be fair, that would be more efficient if his back was like this.
Wait, I think that we've tapped into a new resource by maneuvering him that way.
But, you know, it works that way. While we're back here, I was thinking of something that would probably help a lot, which is he needs bigger muscles. Just like that.
Yeah, just to help him move.
Yeah. It helps. And he also looks like he's got those fancy pants on. You know, that you see like, on like knights and squires and stuff.
He's a very dignified creature.
Despite his charismatic personality, he is a predator.
Maybe he has some killer charisma, and he uses like his very suave eyebrow raises as weapons.
You're saying like, we'll just move this. We're just moving it for a second to make way for he can spit some really good words out.
Okay, that's a good idea.
And it, you know, it has to come out of his throat, so we'll just put it there and put this back. Yeah. So now he can just...
Or just right out the back of his throat.
Right. That's how that works, right?
He's not so good at aiming his words, but
right.
Oh wow, he looks like he's in...
I think he hurt himself when he spit.
He's in pain.
Oh jeez.
So I think that we gotta give him eyebrows.
I want to try one thing with the eyebrows real quick. So he's not gonna have 4 eyes, but we're gonna try to slip these behind those.
It's leaning into the haven't slept in a while.
Yeah. How about, what if we did something where he looks, oh, come back here. Where he, nope. That's not what I wanted to do. We'll do this, and now he's...
Ooh, he's quizzical. How about his hair? Because...
How about I let you do the hair? I'll just leave you here because there's some good hair in here that I suggest. But you can use whatever you want because there's also hair on the other page.
You can have some fun, but not too much. Oh.
Oh. A rat tail?
He's gonna have a mullet. Oh, but yeah, just in the back.
Okay, the game's starting to get a little annoyed at how much we're putting on this guy, but you know.
But look at him from the front. It's perfectly framed by his
He looks
his
really,
goblin hands.
really good.
See?
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's good. That's great.
Okay.
It's a work of art so far. So he has every ability, but this ability is a bit... It's only level 1. So it's a bit underdeveloped. Maybe we could give him one of these. But how would we do so to make him look charismatic?
I think that he's right now just going for predictable charisma. You gotta throw in something unexpected. It's a conversation
piece.
Point.
Yeah. How about some tusks?
They're like, hey, that's some nice dental work you've got going on.
Yeah, and then he gets to tell them all about his dentist, and then he shows them his teeth.
Mm-hmm. And then...
It's perfect.
Yep. Leads right in. That's smooth. That's smooth.
You know, they're really... And then he's like, you know, they're really good at biting people's heads off. Speaking of which...
Would you mind?
Would you mind? So I think now is the time to move into the paint job. He's always surprised, so we're not surprised that he's surprised, to be surprised. I think the question here is, would he be better served by scales, skin, feathers, or fur?
What do you think is the most charismatic?
Charismatic. I think feathers are...
Very dignified.
Yeah.
He's purple, a royal color.
Right. Should we keep him purple?
I think that purple's good. Maybe we'll change.
Maybe a deeper purple?
Yeah.
Okay. Some deep purple feathers. Beautiful. He's giving me Where the Wild Things Are vibes. So we'll go into the coat. I think there are more feather textures in here. Right here is a feather texture. So why don't you give him a top coat and then change the color to what you think would be best. Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's a little intense.
Yeah. Should we give him clothing?
Can you do that?
Let's see how this looks.
Oh wow.
Oh.
He pulls up his pants right past the belly.
He's got a
No
nice
shame.
And he's got a nice turtleneck going on too.
I just don't think red is his color.
Yeah, it doesn't show off the feathers either. He needs people to see his feathers. Oh, this could be interesting. Let's give him some bright cyan feather highlights.
Very colorful. Another talking point.
Yeah.
And if he's at a party and it's kind of like later in the evening, he can still stand out. They like glow in the
Or
dark.
you know what's a really manly color is magenta. That'll make him feel more masculine.
Mm-hmm.
So, is he complete?
I think he might be.
So,
He's shocked that it went so smoothly and so
I
quickly.
think the kind of environment he belongs in is whoops!
Dystopian.
That's not what I wanted. This one, right here. You know, because he's friendly. He's a family guy.
Oh wow. He's just like his dad. You can't get a bad angle on them.
No, there's no bad angle. They look good everywhere. Yeah. So maybe, if anything... Oh, no, the game refuses to add anything else.
It's because his mullet's too powerful.
His mullet's too powerful, so the game is like, no. No, come on, calm down.
You can have a party in the back, but you can't have a party in the back and the front.
Right, exactly, yeah. So he's essentially complete. And he looks well adapted for survival.
Oh, wow. He's so pleased.
He's excited. He's ready to go home. So now the only thing left is the name.
Did you have any ideas?
I do not. I keep forgetting about his eyebrows. Those are great eyebrows. Emota. Molfs.
Molf.
Igwelly.
Ig. Ig. I think Ig is a good name.
That's a good name. Ig. 'Cause that's what
a real cool boy.
That's what he is, you know? And tags... So that's supposed to be separate, like best.
Oh, he's the
That's
best.
what he is.
Okay. Because he's not your best friend. He's just a friend.
All
Eye
those
of the tiger.
fit very well. I think he's ready. Should we do this?
I'm so proud.
Let's go.
Perhaps the most remarkable animal on this planet is returning from a swim with its family. Of course, it must remember to call out to them so they don't drown. Truly a graceful sight to behold. Having returned to their nest, these magnificent beasts will get to spend some time in the sun. We've decided to follow this individual, whom we've named Egg. Almost immediately, his personal time is disturbed. A common occurrence among this species, this egg has developed a mind of its own and run away from home. It falls to Egg to return this egg to the nest. Completely by accident, he discovers that he can impart a large amount of momentum by rolling over the egg, a task made easier by his generous paunch. In just a few swift strokes, he's finished, winning him the affections of a nearby female. But he hasn't the time, since he needs to find some food. It doesn't take him long to find another nest, and he quickly gets to work trying to befriend these creatures. He sings a short jingle, and soon the two are good friends. This signals to Egg that he has permission to kill and subsequently consume his new friend, which allows him to fill his stomach. Egg notices that his actions have caused his meal's friends to feel apprehensive, and so he calmly approaches them to reassure them. His singing works wonders for the nerves, and this works in his favour, since he's not quite full. Later that day, as he sneaks through the undergrowth, he stumbles upon some new potential friends. But he's still full from his last encounter, so he decides to try making friends with a practical joke. Emboldened by his success, he sets off in search of adventure, only to stumble on a group of crabby neighbours. With a single dance move, he begins to win them over. But he can see that a little more work need be done. It's a success, as expected. However, all that dancing has made Egg very hungry. This is shaping up to be a great day for Egg. So enthusiastic is our hero that we see a rare phenomenon among his species. He begins to walk sideways, delirious from just how good he feels. This strange behaviour attracts the attention of a rather large contemporary. Egg finds he just cannot ignore the prospect of making friends with such a large lunch. Approaching with poise and grace, he prepares to dance for what he is sure will be his very best friend. Was that supposed to happen?
So today we're going to be playing Portal 2. I think it's getting worse over time.
What happened? Every time I made a bad pun, it droops lower.
I'm done.
See, I forgot that was recording again.
Huh? Oh. Oh.
Oh.
It's way too slanty.
You got great footage of us figuring out it was slanted.
Oh! Good thing I noticed. So, Daniel. Daniel.
Hello.
They look good everywhere. So,
Except for whatever they're doing there.
how do you feel, Daniel?
Good.
We created delicious creatures.
Goodbye.